Hey friends, happy Thursday and welcome to the first Thursday Latelies of 2012. I hope you guys had a good week ringing in the new year, and yeah, I hope your first couple days in the new year have been filled with joy and happiness and all of those lovely things that people always wish for each other. The new year is kind of a pessimistic holiday for me. I love holidays, I really do. And most of them I'm really excited about. For some reason though, the new year does not excite me. And I think it's because, first of all, I hate January. I've always hated it. I feel like it's a huge letdown month after 3 months of the fall and Thanksgiving and Halloween and all of the fun festivities and the Christmas, and I feel like once January comes along, I'm like, what do I have to look forward to, you know? So I realize that that's a bit like wah wah, Debbie Downer, but it's the truth. I don't like January, and so I think I always feel like people put way too much weight on January 1st because they're like vowing to change their life and whatever just for the sake of it being January 1st, as opposed to feeling like you really want to make a change and you really want to commit to that and follow through. And if that's January 1st, if that's the date you pick, that's awesome. I'm not knocking New Year resolutions in the sense that I think they're bad. I just think if you're making them because it's January 1st, that you probably aren't going to follow through because you didn't really want to make the change anyway, if that makes sense. So I always feel a little bit pessimistic, like I said, because I'm like, people aren't gonna follow through what they say. Yeah, right, you're gonna lose those 20 pounds. And January sucks. So, yeah, I'm just not a huge fan. But despite feeling that way, and always having felt that way, this week has actually been good. So, since Thursday Latelies is a time where we focus on the good and the happy and the positive, I will point those things out instead of how much I hate January. First thing that I'm going to show you. Okay, I went a little Pinterest crazy this week, and I actually followed through with a couple of the things that I pinned, because that's kind of the point of Pinterest, right? I mean, obviously we all can't go out and, you know, purchase our dream house and buy everything for our wardrobe that we always pin. I'm right there, but recipes, home remedies, I mean, there's no reason why we can't try those, right? Home projects, whatever. So I did a few things from Pinterest that I want to share with you because they were major successes and I think you guys would really like them. Okay, first of all, maybe about 6 weeks ago, my sister-in-law posted a home remedy for a face mask that helps with acne and just in general makes your face super clean and will help keep your skin healthy and whatever. So I think it's a Dr. Oz thing, so you could probably go to his website too. But it's so simple, and I'm going to share it with you guys. Okay, you mash up 6 to 12 aspirin. I only had ibuprofen, and I know there's a huge difference in ibuprofen and aspirin if you're taking it orally. For skin, I don't know the difference. I couldn't tell you if aspirin would be different, but this worked for me. So if all you have is ibuprofen, you could probably use it, but just know that it actually calls for aspirin. So anyway, mash up 6 to 12. I found that 12 was a lot. So you could probably get away with maybe like 8 to 10 and you'd still be good. So mash up the aspirin, squeeze lemon juice in it and make a paste. So you just mix it together till it makes a paste. And then it doesn't take long. And then I use like cotton swabs and I just like coated it on my face. And then you let it sit for 10 minutes and it gets kind of chalky, not super chalky, but you'll feel it dry. It's not like one of those peeling face masks that you're like, I can't move my face. Because I used to love those because I like picking things. But anyway, it just like, you can just feel it drying on your face. So then what you do is you mix a little baking soda and water, and you take a cotton swab and you use the baking soda and water to wipe off the lemon juice aspirin thing on your face. And I will give you very fair warning that it burns. It burns like a mother, really bad. You're not gonna have like burning scars on your face or anything, but it definitely makes like a fizzy chemical reaction on your face, which probably means it's working, is my guess. And I took a video of it, and I'll post it underneath the recipe for this on today's post. But it is worth the burning sensation because it feels so good. My skin has never felt more soft.
Mommy, can I have the chocolate movie?
Sure, go for it. My skin has never felt more soft and clean. It's like, seriously, your face feels like there's not a speck of dirt 10 feet near it. You know, I mean, it works so well. So if you can get past thinking that it's gonna burn really bad, it's worth it to do it. I think I was just startled at how bad it was gonna burn, even though my sister-in-law warned me. I don't think I just was expecting it to be like it was, or to see like something fizzing on my face. But I think it's not a big deal. If you know that that's what's gonna happen, you've been warned, prepare for that, and then it probably won't be as bad. But that was awesome. And you can do it, I think, once a week if you want to put up with that once a week. You can do it twice a month, you can do it once a month, but I'm imagining if you did it consistently, you would, you'd probably see and feel a difference in your face over time. So try that. I will link it. It feels so good after you get past the burning. Okay, second thing that I'm loving is I don't really like breakfast. I mean, I love donuts, I love cinnamon rolls, but I cannot eat those in the morning. I used to be able to like crazy, but it just messes with me if I eat those kind of things now. So I am always kind of on the hunt for something that is filling, like semi-healthy, and tastes good. And that combination is sometimes hard to find. And so on Pinterest this week, when I saw a recipe for apple pie oatmeal, I immediately clicked on the picture, then clicked on the link, and saw that not only is it the easiest recipe to make in the entire world, that it is really good for you and it tastes good. So I feel like I have a winner for breakfast stuff that I want to share with you as well, because if you're like me and feel like you have to eat breakfast, which everybody should, I know that, but if it's a struggle for you to be consistent with breakfast, this is really great, because what you do is you throw it in the crock pot, and I'll tell you how in a second, and it ends up making a lot, so you can put it in Tupperware after it's been cooked and put it in the fridge, and then you can reheat it anytime you want it. So for me, one kind of like recipe of it would probably last me a whole week, or like a 5-day week, like a school week, work week, because it's so filling. So I have it in the crock pot now. It's been sitting for a while, and I'm going to show it to you because it's delicious. Okay, follow me. Okay, so it has to be steel cut oatmeal, because if it's not, the other kind of oatmeal does not absorb the liquid very well. But you can see it in here. Oh, sorry, there's my shadow. So what you do is you do 1 cup of steel cut oatmeal, 1 cup of apple juice, or apple cider works too, and then you do 3 cups of water, and you just slice up 3 apples, dice them so it's in squares or chunks or whatever. I like to put a dash of cinnamon in it because I think it gives it some yummy flavor. And what I do is I put it on low for a little while before I go to bed, and then right before I go to bed, I put it on warm, let it simmer for the night, because it's totally fine because the water needs to absorb, and then voila! You have this delicious apple pie oatmeal, and good for you, you know, feeds you for a whole week of breakfast, and yeah, it's really filling. So I will post a recipe to that. I sprinkle some brown sugar on top of it because it's, you know, apples can kind of get tart, and so a tart apple, like after it's been cooked, with oatmeal that is like really hearty. It can be kind of like a bland, it's not bland, but the brown sugar kind of complements everything nicely. So I would recommend doing that, or honey. And I think you'll love it. It's good on the go too. Just throw it in a little bowl or Tupperware, eat it with a spoon, and you know, it's really, really good. So I'm feeling excited about that because I have a good breakfast to get me started that's making me feel good. Okay, gosh, I'm sorry, this is going long. Third thing I'm loving, avocados. I will keep this short because this is self-explanatory. I'm loving avocados this week. I've always known that avocados were guacamole, but for some reason, I don't know why I never gave it a second thought. So I'm loving guacamole this week, like homemade guacamole with a little bit of salt, put some tomatoes in. Delish. I need you to stay over there since you don't have underwear on.
Can you go get my underwear?
In just a second, you sure can. And yeah, so it's good in homemade guacamole. And then I've been putting it in the black bean salad that I make. And I want to try another Pinterest thing with tomatoes, mozzarella cheese, and a little bit of avocado with like oil and vinegar and a little bit of salt and pepper. So I'm loving avocados, and I'm trying to eat better because you know, it's really easy for me to go through phases of like eating really crappy and then feeling gross about it and then wanting to get back in the swing of things. So I'm really, really trying to commit to eating healthy and just like having my insides feel better. And so I have been excited to find a vegetable or whatever. I don't know, I think it's a vegetable. I know that sounds totally airhead of me, but whatever this is, fruit, vegetable, whatever, it's delicious. So, eat your avocados. Okay, last thing, and then I'll go because I know the video is getting long, I'm sorry. Bobby and I started watching a show this week that we love. It's called The Walking Dead. It's on AMC, and it's a zombie show. Usually, I would never, ever watch a zombie show, movie, or whatever. I'm so not into it. I hate blood, guts, gore that's gratuitous. You know, it's just bleh. And there is a little bit of that in this, but the story is so good that it's totally worth the blood and guts, because you can kind of say, okay, there's a purpose. It isn't just gratuitous, and it's it kind of serves as part of the story. And so loving it. We're three or four episodes in. I think we might be 4 episodes in, so we don't know very much about the story, so don't say anything, because we're still like kind of putting the pieces together of why it all happened and like how far it's reached, like if it's a worldwide thing that there's these like walkers everywhere or whatever. But so far the story's awesome, and it's keeping us very entertained this week. So I'll post a link to that too if you are interested. And then the last thing, the show that I'm watching is it's called Downton Abbey, and it's completely the opposite. It's lighthearted, it's a drama, but it's just about this estate in England and the story of who's going to inherit it and the servants and kind of the relationships with people there. So I'm loving that so much. It's a good way to end the night as opposed to ending it with like zombies, bloody, crazy stuff. So I'll post a link to both of those, The Walking Dead on AMC and Downton Abbey. I'm not sure which network that's on. I've been watching it on Netflix, both of them, so we'll see. But anyway, I'm gonna sign off finally, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and continue with your resolutions if you actually made them, and if you haven't made them, don't feel guilty, and if you want to start something new, do it. It's not too late. So anyway, I will see you guys next week, and have a great rest of your day. Bye.